to a Silicon Savannah, a green field to a thriving city, a city where people live, play, and work, and convivial place, a place where there is sanity. When you talk about such values, one must understand the principle of duality. What is duality? When you are a dual citizen, you belong to two worlds, two countries, so to speak. But duality is understood this way, very simply. You know day because you know night. You know light because you know darkness. You know unsafe because you know safe. You know primitive because you know developed and well set. That's the principle of duality. You know life because you understand death. Those are the opposites of living. At Konza, we are providing you with a value proposition where if you know unsafe, or cities that are unsafe, places that are unsafe, you're getting into places that are very, very safe. Places where, and this is sometimes a description of a third world country, described by some people as a country where power goes off. At Konza, such will not be, because we are arguing the case, we are planning it well. We put systems in place that will ensure that you do not only get continuous energy, but you get it clean. We're talking about connectivities. We are talking about smart infrastructure. Smart infrastructure. A situation where you will not find somebody cutting the road so that they get the pipes across the street. All those are under there. And for me, it has been such a learning experience, seeing things being done, and being done in such a way that we'll only be able to say, yes, it is good. Such statements were only being made by God himself when he created the world. As he went through the 6-day creation time, every time you look and say, it is good. And it is good. Everything that you've seen and what has been shown out to you is actually good. So, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to come along with us. This is an invitation to treat. We know you don't need any more preaching. You are already converted. But please, can you go out there and tell people that so much is happening at Konza. Look at this, for instance. We are thinking of very many things. Every day, every moment, I have time with the CEO and other persons. We always discuss, what do you think we should do next? Yesterday we had a session with some investors, the CEO, and I said, probably we need time to ask ourselves questions and ask, what do we need to do next? Because the possibilities are there, and the possibilities are so many. We're thinking about a smart stadia. Smart stadias are places of work, not just playing, not playing soccer and things like that. If you go to the US and visit, say, the Maverick Stadia, you will find that there are hotels, there are conference facilities, there are learning places, and the facility is used continuously. We're thinking about a botanical garden where you plant and come up possibly with alternative medicine. These are investment opportunities. We're thinking about motorsport. We dream a lot. We're thinking about engaging the people of Formula One. They live out here in Malindi. Talk to them. There's only one circuit in Africa, Shalami, out in Johannesburg. And these are game changers. We are thinking about very, very many projects out there. And so there are investment opportunities. We're living, therefore, in a boundless society, country, where we can invite others to work with us. Share this dream with the others. I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank the management. Management always prepares talking notes for me. And I received them at 11:30 last night. That's when I saw them. By that time, I'd written my quick notes in point form. But they will agree with me that I've included everything that they put in my talking notes. Thank you very much and good morning. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite a special person, our PS. Our PS has been there for us. And I've said this, and I'll repeat it, because it doesn't harm repeating. The Ministry of ICT, CS Mucheru, the PS out here, our government, the president, the leadership, they've been great to us. Say that we are like spoiled. When we ask, we are given. But you know, I think it's because we know how to ask. You see, the style matters. So we ask, and when appears, if you can just be upstanding and come this way, we want to thank you. And through you, our CS and the government. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chairman. And just to pick in terms of what you're saying is that at least apart from knowing how to ask, we support because upon asking, you're also able to deliver. So we are always happy to continue supporting. So thank you very much, Chairman and the entire team. We are committed to continuously support you. Let me also start by appreciating Chairman, our CEO, all Kotda staff present here, investors present, distinguished invited guests. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning again. Let me start by saying on behalf of the Ministry of ICT, together with the Cabinet Secretary, Joe Musheru, we are really glad that you joined us because it's not every day that we have investors coming together under one roof to exchange ideas, compare notes, and also discuss investment opportunities. And I was listening to the various updates that we got based on the updates of what has happened, based on the intentions that various investors have in mind. I really see a very great future in Konza, and thank you all, because clearly there is commitment. The mission of Kotda is to ensure that the Technopolis grows into a sustainable world-class technology hub and major economic driver for the country, with a mix of business, workers, residents, and urban amenities. This is in much realization of the modern-day development that cannot be done well without good ICT and innovation environment. We have cultivated an innovation environment, and clearly you can see from the innovation challenges that we've had, out of the 300, you can see some of the 3 innovations that were presented here today, a very clear indication of really our great interest. Let me also say that we are lucky as Konza that we intend to host the International Association of Science Park Conference, the year 2024. And that reminds me of when we asked, because I remember when the CEO asked me to actually bring this forward to government, I think it took the shortest time possible to actually have this pass through cabinet. Already now we have cabinet approval, so basically we are just waiting for that decision of the ISP. And it's very interesting that actually a city called Konza is in contest with a city called, is it Quebec or Quebec? Okay, that one. In Canada. So really we are playing in a different league. We are not playing on the local leagues. We are actually playing in the international league, and actually we look forward to making sure that what we can do as government we will do. We have already engaged the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to begin campaigning for us, especially now through our foreign embassies, that we get lucky to host this particular event. It's going to be a big one because bearing in mind when you have all these international visitors here, it becomes an eye-opener, both for investment and even, I hope, those people who are putting up buildings by 2024, when our visitors will be coming, then they don't have to come back to Nairobi. They will actually be having residential places to stay in at Konza. So basically, these are some of the efforts we are making to make sure that we are now putting our facilities into full use. We pray for the best, and we hope we get the opportunity to host the International Association of Science Park in the year 2024. Let me also say that as government, we recognize.
All right, so that is an event that is currently underway at the Villa Rosa Kempinski Hotel right here in Nairobi. Currently speaking there, we've seen the Jerome Ocheng, the ICT Principal Secretary. Of course, it's a breakfast that has brought together the Konza investors just to discuss the way forward. And of course, just to pick up a few highlights of what is being discussed there. They're providing a value proposition where they're able to create a safe environment. And of course, there is also discussions on the unpredictable failures like power and clean energy, among other issues on the table for the investors to discuss to make this a success. Of course, it's an event we're following up for you, and we will be giving you more details about this as we continue.